Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody, to the Playground Experiment. Give yourself a round of applause for being here. Hello out there in YouTube land. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mike Lesser. I'm the artistic director of the Playground Experiment, and you are at Voices of America, presentation number 3 from class session number 2. Because there were just so many writers, we had to do it twice. Give it up for yourself for being here. All of you in the room, we have amazing actors and writers. For those of you that don't know, this is part of an 8-week class that we have been teaching, and I'm gonna kind of do very little talking tonight, except at intermission when I'll give lots of upcoming events, because I'm gonna bring it up to the teacher of the class. But before I do that, if you're on YouTube right now, you are in good hands, because we have the amazing, the incomparable, the stunning Alex Castro, who is in the room with us right now, and she is talking to you as the PGE. So feel free to give a roll call, let her know that you're here, and talk throughout the evening. Not too much, because you want to watch the scenes as well, but talk and let her know that you're there. And that being said, I'm going to introduce it to the amazing David Davila, who started this whole class program for us. And give it up for David Davila, everybody.
Hey! Thanks, Mike. Yes, I'm David Davila, and I started this workshop. It's called the Voices of America Writing Workshop. And it's an 8-week workshop where actors, directors, singers, performers who do not necessarily call themselves writers take a class where they learn to tell their own stories like a writer. And it's a great opportunity, I think, that we've created to bring people together and tell their stories among friends. So we've been really excited about it. It's been successful, and we're starting the 3rd round very soon on July 8th. The submissions have been closed. I apologize, because we have had way too many submissions already, so we had to pause it. So we're happy for that, but you'll just have to wait for the next one, round 4, if you didn't get to apply. So that being said, can all of the actors turn off their cameras and leave the writers so I can introduce the writers that are presenting work tonight? All right. Okay, yes. We have Isabel Hassa. We have Angela Sue, Mark Andrew Santos Garner, Daniel Bedoya, and Aaron Jin. Yes, they are working on stories that I have just fallen in love with. Characters that I've fallen in love with, and I'm so excited that we get to see the first little bits of these stories come to life tonight with actors. And this is actually the first time they're going to hear their own work with actors saying the words instead of them in their heads at night and in front of their computers. So this should be really exciting. And to start us off, we have the amazing Isabel Hassa, or Jasa. How do you like me to say it? Because I've heard it both ways.
It really is either or. I do Isabel Jasa just for fun.
Great. Well, in that case, writers, let's leave Isabel and her cast up to take things away. If Isabel's cast can come on and turn on your cameras for us so we can see your lovely faces. And Isabel, why don't you tell us a little bit about this piece? And I'm going to say goodbye and let you take the floor.
Yeah. Hi, friends. I'm Isabel Jasa. Just to get us started quickly, this play is basically, it examines the rise and fall of relationships and the way we communicate. The idea behind it is that it's comprised of webcam videos, of video chats, texts, anything that allows people to communicate via social media, which makes this so apropos. And my lovely actors here, let me introduce y'all. Playing the protagonist, Grace, is Isabella Dawes. Playing Aura is Alexandra Kumala. Playing Mom is Lydia Gaston. And reading our stage directions and reading the role of Daniel is Justin Patrick Lopez. We are going to be starting on scene 3. So so prior to these scenes that we'll be hearing tonight, basically Grace's mom has asked her if she's happy, and then Grace confides in her best friend Aura about possibly asking a guy out. So I'll let y'all take it away. Have fun.
Can You Hear Me? A play in a few video calls and various forms of interweb communication by Isabel Jasa. Scene 3. It is Sunday, 6:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Grace is sitting on her couch watching Netflix. Her phone buzzes. It's a text message she's been waiting for.
Oh my God.
She places her iPhone face down on the couch.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Yee! What?
She picks it up again and unlocks it. We see the following text exchange projected on the upstage wall. Hey, this is Daniel from Raffi's.
Hi, it's Grace. Thanks so much for texting me.
She backspaces.
Hi, it's Grace. How are...
She backspaces again.
Sup. Winky emoji.
She hesitates, panics, and deletes her message, puts her phone face down on the couch again, and pretends to scream at her phone silently.
Okay, breathe. Breathe. Oh my God, Aura! Call Aura, she'll be so excited.
She picks up the phone. On the upstage wall, we see her go from her Messages app to the Facebook Messenger app, click on Aura's chat, and begin to type frantically.
Mayday, mayday. SOS, red alert, it's happening. It is happening. Scream GIF.
The ellipses typing bubble comes up but disappears. Aura's icon pops up on the screen. She is calling. Grace picks up and we see Aura's face on the upstage wall. It is 8:08 a.m. GMT where she is.
You are so lucky I have a child that has me awake this early in the morning.
What do I say?
First off, what did he say?
Hold on.
We see her switch from Aura's face to the Messages app.
He said, hey, this is Daniel from Raffi's, and that's it. That's it.
Okay, and then what?
That's all he texted me. I haven't texted him back yet, and the clock is ticking. It's been 2 minutes.
The screen switches back to Aura's face.
Okay, so what do you want to say?
I don't know. I was about to text him, thank you for texting me. What am I thinking? Why am I thanking someone for texting me after I slipped him my number on my receipt and ran away?
That's not a bad start.
Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, hold on. Let me just save his number, actually, before I forget.
She goes back to the Messages app, clicks on his number, and attempts to save it. She fumbles, hesitates, and presses the wrong buttons, then accidentally sends Daniel her location.
Oh my God.
What happened?
I accidentally sent him my location. Oh God, what do I do?
She frantically types into her messages with Daniel.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you a pin. LOL. I promise I was just trying to save your number onto my phone. Nervous emoji. Ha 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 ha. Sorry.
She goes back and successfully saves his phone number.
Fuck me.
Oh, well, that's one way to do it.
Switching from her Messages app back to Aura's call.
Oh my God, shut up. Can you be like helpful, please?
Fine, but I'm gonna need you to take a deep breath, okay?
Ugh.
She frowns at Aura. They both take a deep breath.
Better?
Better. Ugh, I was such a doofus. Now he's never gonna answer. I blew it.
Hey, if he's as nice as you say he is, I'm sure he'll think it's funny.
Or he'll think I'm desperate for accidentally sending him my location, which was a real accident, I swear. Oh, technology!
Maybe he'll come over and y'all can hook up tonight.
God, no, take me out to dinner first.
You literally just had brunch at his restaurant.
Shut up, I know. Maybe I should hook up with him. Wait, was I supposed to like wait 3 days to text him back or something? Is that how it works?
Nah, playing that game is dumb and ridiculous.
Right. Ugh, I've already fucked up anyway. And yeah, like every time I've eaten there, I've always thought he was flirting with me, and I don't know, it was kind of nice.
That's adorable, but also so predictable of you.
What?
You think anyone who is nice to you is flirting. Then you fall hard and fast, then get butt hurt, then you realize you've misread all the signals.
No, I don't.
Do you want me to get the list out?
You have a list?
Jared, middle school, you thought he was flirting with you, but he made you do all the group work in history class. Chris, high school, you thought he wanted to sit next to you, but he was just trying to cheat off of your SATs to get at least 1220. Steve, college, you thought he wanted to hang out, but he just needed someone to get him alcohol for his 20th birthday. Want me to go on?
No. I don't want to relive those days again. I let those boys get away with so much.
Exactly. And I'm not going to let another dumb boy take advantage of you like that again. So just see where this goes. And don't panic when he texts you again.
Okay. So how will I know he's not another dumb boy?
If you seriously want to date a man, he won't play those games. You will have conversations like adults.
You're right. An actual conversation. If he ever decides to text me back after that. God, I hope he's not a serial killer now that he knows where I am.
Grace's phone buzzes. A message from Daniel appears as a push notification. Grace reads it.
Yo, he texted back. Haha, it's okay. I didn't even know what it was, smiley face. How are you? Okay, that's not bad. So he's not playing games. Okay. Let's text him back.
You text him back. Maybe ask him if he's a serial killer or not.
Oh God, no. Okay, here we go. Hold on a sec. I'm good, just watching Netflix. HBU.
Backspaces.
How about you? Smiling emoji.
She presses send, switches back to Ara's call.
See? Not so bad. Just simple.
You're right. That was so easy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should just keep it simple.
exactly.
Thanks, girl.
Are you gonna be okay? I kind of gotta get the kid to finish eating his breakfast. He refuses to finish his blueberries.
Oh God, yeah, go. I'm so sorry I panicked on you. You actually have to take care of a life and shit.
Nah, it's fine. That's why I'm here. Also, it's hilarious to watch.
Another buzz. We get more message notifications from Daniel.
Sounds like you gotta get busy.
Fuck you, but thank you.
Fuck you too. You will be fine.
Another buzz. Another notification from Daniel.
Thank you.
You got this. Bye.
Bye.
Ara disappears from the screen. Facebook asks how the video chat was. Another notification from Daniel. Grace goes to the messages app and sees the replies. I'm good. Just got off work from the restaurant. Are you free to grab a drink? Smiley face.
Yeah, let's do it. You know where I am. Ha ha ha. Awk emoji.
Lights fade. Scene 4. It is Sunday, 10:37 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Grace is on her iPhone wearing a Bluetooth earpiece, Facebook video chatting with Mom as she cleans her bathroom, bleach and all. Mom is shown sitting on her couch, watching TV and getting ready for bed. It is 12:37 a.m. GMT. She is 14 hours ahead.
Hey.
She places her iPhone on a ledge of the sink so the camera is facing her. She backs up.
Hello? Hello?
leaning her Swiffer Super on the wall.
Okay, here we go.
Hello? Can you hear?
I can
you
hear you, Mom.
Oh, okay. I can hear you. It's a little bit quiet, but I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit better. Hold on. Let me get my earphones. Pop's asleep.
Okay, don't you have work tomorrow? Yeah, it's kind of late over there.
She waits while staring at the screen that shows Mom moving towards her bag. We're stuck looking at a wall because she's still holding her phone while searching for her headphones. Grace decides to just start cleaning the tub and gets on all fours. We hear a bit of static as Mom plugs her earphones in. It clears up.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, are you ready?
I can hear you. Still echoey, but okay.
Great.
Are you cleaning a bathtub?
Yeah, can you believe it? It's Sunday.
Wow.
I know, right? I've literally become you. Ugh.
Getting back into view of the camera, then popping out again.
Am I a responsible adult yet?
You've always been responsible even when you were younger. Hey, make sure you wear gloves so the bleach doesn't get to your skin.
Grace puts on a pair of rubber gloves from her bucket, indiscreetly avoiding the view of the camera.
Yes, Mom, I know that.
Because it will make
Yeah,
it
now that I think about
dry
it, you never gave me a curfew.
and itchy.
I got it. I've cleaned this tub before. You know, I know these things too, Mother.
She's on her knees, out of the view of the camera, scrubbing the tub with a sponge.
Do 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 do. Do, do,
Do, do, do, do, la, 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 la.
do.
So, you said you wanted to talk?
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay, I'm listening.
Um.
Yes.
Uh.
Is something wrong?
Oh.
She
What?
stops scrubbing and suddenly pops up into the view of the camera.
What
Oh.
happened? What happened?
Nothing. No, that's a lie. Nothing didn't not happen. Ugh. I have a boyfriend.
What? I didn't hear you.
Oh my God. I have a boyfriend now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Cool. Cool. Cool? That's it? That's all you're gonna say?
Who is it? Is it someone I know? Is he Filipino?
I guess. I mean, I'm pretty sure he is. He kind of looks like it.
You don't know? Haven't you looked at his face a lot?
Mom, what kind of a question is that? Yeah, I've looked at his face a lot. Actually, let me send you a picture of him.
She picks up her phone and sends a picture from their first date to Mom.
Oh, guapo naman. He's cute.
Yeah, his name is Daniel.
Nice. Daniel.
Daniel. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, make sure you also tell Pop, okay?
Yeah, okay. But can't you also tell him too?
Yeah, but you also have to tell him yourself.
Yeah, but you can tell him first before I tell him, right? So when I tell him for real, he's not so surprised.
Naku, why so scared? He's your dad.
Nako, why so scared? He's your husband. Don't you guys talk?
Yeah, of course we do. Just make sure you tell him, okay?
Of course, I'll tell him eventually. Just let me do it in my own time. This guy's my first, like, real boyfriend, and he's Pop.
Okay.
So, are you happy for me?
Yes, of course I am. Why wouldn't I be?
I don't know. I
Hey,
guess.
just be careful, okay?
What do you mean? Of course I will be.
And don't rush into things.
Right.
Just don't get pregnant, okay?
Okay, that's my cue to go.
Hey, I'm just trying to be a cool mom.
Yeah, I'm gonna go now.
Okay, I'm going to sleep now.
Yeah, what time is it there? Almost midnight? No, 1 a.m.?
Almost 1 in the morning. Yeah, I have work tomorrow.
Wow, you're almost as bad as me. I just don't sleep.
You should. Just don't sleep too late.
Yeah, you too, Mom.
Good. Okay, good night. And don't forget to pray, okay? We're always praying for you.
I won't. Thanks, Mom.
Good night na. Be safe.
Okay, night, Mom. Go to sleep. Good night.
Okay, good night.
Yeah. Okay. That was weird. Okay.
She picks up the phone and lets out a sigh of relief and shakes her head. She starts typing. On the upstage wall, we see her send a text to Daniel reading, "Just told my mom about you," heart emoji. We see an ellipses bubble, then, "Great," smiley face, pop up. She smiles and looks back at the half-clean tub and continues to type away at her phone. End of scene.
Yay! Yay!
Yay!
Great
Thank you,
job.
friends. That was amazing.
Yay! Ooh, we've all definitely been there. Yeah, wow. Definitely. Can you tell Dad first so that when I tell him he already knows? I've totally done that before. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love these relationships. I love this. Thank you guys. Thank you. Next we have Daniel Bedoya. Daniel Bedoya, can you bring your cast out here and introduce everybody? Tell us a little bit about your work, Daniel.
All right. My work is called La Violencia. It is a historical play about the 1948 Bogotazo. So what happened? There's this really popular socialist presidential candidate named Gaitan, and like he was so popular, loved by nearly all the working class of Colombia. He was looking. It looked like he was going to be the the next president. And then one day, a couple months before the election, he gets assassinated, shot point blank right outside of his office, and it sends shockwaves throughout the city, and the city and the working class starts rioting, and they start burning the cities. Like it's so crazy that the military gets called in, and this starts like a 10-15 year period called La Violencia in Colombia, which has led to the long-term violence you see in that country today. And the reason I write about this is because my grandma, Elsa, she was actually a little girl in Colombia in Bogota when all this happened. And so she was at a boarding school when all this went down. And her mother, my great grandmother, had to walk all the way from downtown where their family home was through the riots all the way uptown to where her boarding school was to pick her up and bring her back through the riots back home so she could be safe, which is funny because you wouldn't really think that bringing a little girl through a riot is a safe thing to do. So my grandma saw all of this crazy stuff happen. She saw people getting shot, people looting, trams on fire. And so during this class, I was really inspired to write about that, especially because what's going on in America today, there are a lot of parallels happening. So what we're gonna see is the first scene of what will be this full-length play. And my actors playing Elsa is Elizabeth Ramirez, Gaetan is Randall Rodriguez, excuse me, Niera is JJ Phillips, and the man and stage directions will be Daniel Colon. And that's it. So enjoy, everybody.
La Violencia by Daniel Bedoya. April 9th, 1948. A little before 1 p.m., a dark dormitory, we see the figure of a little girl praying.
Dear God.
An angelic light beams down from heaven, or is it just the afternoon sun? The light caresses Elsa, a 12-year-old Colombian girl. She wears a private school uniform.
It's me, Elsa. How are you today? Are you causing more problems than finding solutions for them, like Mama says? She says, there's more problems on the planet than even you know how to fix. Papa calls her una bruja for speaking like that. But she doesn't mind. She says she likes witches. I like witches too. Witches have magic powers. They can cast spells, change the world as they see fit. Do you have magic powers? I know you have God powers, but God isn't the same as magic. Magic is something we can see with our eyes. I can't see you with these eyes. Papa tells me to trust that you are there, listening. Are you listening to me, God? Hola, mi Dio. Mama tells me that you have to trust that I am here praying to you. That's how you survive. She says that's how you live with yourself. If me and all the other children sit here praying to you. I think that's why all the girls are sent to school here, to keep you alive. So, because I am a good little Catholic, I'm going to pray to save your soul, God.
Elsewhere, Jorge Eliezer Gaitan, a 45-year-old Colombian man, and Plinio Mendoza Neira, a 46-year-old Colombian man, walk outside an office building in downtown Bogota.
Today, I pray that you provide me with a good lunch.
Where do you feel like having lunch today?
Anywhere, Jefe. You're the boss.
Oh, no. I always pick lunch. Please, my friend, pick a plate.
Absolutely not. Lunch is my treat. Besides, we're celebrating today.
What? My case?
Yes, your case. What else is there to celebrate?
The gift of another day. Let's not waste a precious meal ruminating over court battles.
Then let's celebrate today's polling. You're ahead by a wide margin again. This is the third poll that you're leading Ospina Perez.
Okay, fine. I pick whatever your favorite restaurant is.
Pinche diplomat. Okay. There's a place a few blocks away from here. The buñuelos are to die for.
I hope we get buñuelos soon. The sister said those are only for celebrations, so I hope we have something to celebrate tonight. The mashed potatoes we got last night were so cold I almost threw up. I don't like throwing up. I want warm buñuelos. That make me feel like I'm getting a hug from Jesus.
Come on, it's just about the lunch rush. Gotta get them while they're still hot.
Just give my team a few moments. They'll be along shortly.
Mama tells me in her phone calls that I should pray for Colombia. So I'm praying for Colombia.
Funny to think Colombia is about to transform.
Oh, we can only hope.
Gaitan.
Aserio Neira. We don't know what tomorrow holds.
Tomorrow holds victory. Tomorrow holds revolution. Tomorrow holds a brand new Colombia. We didn't know what today held yesterday either, but look at us now. Our party has enough seats in Congress. You've got sweeping support from working class people, real hardworking people. You have the future of Colombia in your pockets.
Mama tells me to pray for Gabriel too. She calls him the future of our country. I think that's a stupid joke though. Gabriel is a stupid dummy. I don't want an idiot to be our future. But I think that's why he goes to his fancy French school. He's so stupid. They have to teach him to be smarter in 2 languages. So I pray that Gabriel is getting good grades at his school, even if he is a big cockahead. Because I want Colombia to have a bright future, even if the French help light the way. Mama doesn't like that fancy French school, so I don't like it either. Dumb Frenchy Francis. I wonder if Gabriel gets buñuelos at his school. Oh, they probably have stupid French buñuelos.
I worry.
Worry? About what? You're the most popular guy in Bogota since Jesus Christ himself.
Amigo, why would you say that? You know my luck. God will hear your blasphemy and only strike down on me.
Por favor. God could never turn you into a martyr. You're too prideful.
Me? Prideful. The only pride I have is that of our nation.
With all due respect, the presidential campaign is not the act of a humble man.
And tell me, what are the acts of a humble man?
A humble man fights for what's right. A humble man is a good man, a man who seeks justice for those who can't fight it for themselves. That's you, Gaitan. You are the good man Colombia needs.
Ah, I see. I stay humble so the rest of my party can brag about my deed.
Of course we're bragging about you. You stand up to the oligarchs. You speak truth to power. You've got the conservatives retching in the stage left wings.
I don't think right-wingers fear so much as they plot behind the scenes.
And they're scared they're going to lose this thing. Scared like children.
I'm scared, God. I get scared when I'm not with Mama. Even though Papa says she speaks with, what does he call it? A morose clarity. But I feel safe with Mama. I think I only feel safe when an adult talks to me like an adult. When they see me as their equal, which they should, because I'm smarter than most of the adults I know. Except for Mama.
What? Do you think they're planning something?
They're always planning. Maybe we don't plan enough.
Gaitanismo is the most organized movement the left has ever seen in Colombia.
Oh, I hate that's what people are calling it.
Probably not as much as PSD.
Communists can settle the fuck down, eh? We're not going to defeat fascism worldwide if we don't dismantle la oligarquía at home first.
That's not how they see it.
Of course they don't. They read the world as a fairy tale, insisting we live in some kind of a globalized society. But this simply is not the case. We can't govern for a reality that doesn't exist.
You know, I think that's actually a conservative talking point. Gaitan, I gotta level with you. The reality is we just finished our Second World War.
It wasn't really our war.
It was everyone's war. German forces sank Colombian ships. Coffee prices nearly imploded our economy. Everybody got really testy about platinum trade. Then there was that minute where we had to depend entirely on US imports, which is not the game any of us like to play. Come on. You were in some office this entire time. What country were you working for? You can't create false narratives to serve your means. Leave that to the Conservative Party.
Whose side are you on?
Look, I know I'm not technically on the payroll, but can I just say...
As if you haven't been saying it.
I think you might be leaning too far into La Patria angle.
Nationalism is the first tool in a populist toolkit. We are citizens of Colombia first, world second. The world has no fatherland. Get out of here. The world has no fatherland. Get out of here. That notion is a betrayal to the nation.
Gaitan, I don't like to play this card, but I am one of your top donors. If you get to worry about the future of Colombia, I get to worry about the present of your campaign. And it needs reminding that your nationalist platform causes division among the left.
And there will always be infighting on the left.
You're our next president. Some would argue you should unify your party.
I'm really trying, but the communists...
Gaitan, it's not just them. You were the one who said the Communist Party followed the Soviets a little too close.
I never said that.
You literally implied that El Partido Socialista Democrático was a foreign organization.
Okay, I might have said that.
Some communists think you're a fearmonger.
Let them call me whatever they want.
Others would call you a fascist on the rise.
Oh, those are just a few of the Colombians who actually go out of their way to read Marx. And let me tell you, their pretension speaks more than their mobilization ever could. We no longer have to depend on European insight. Spanish colonialism legacy pushed our nation to this tipping point. You trace that back to the 15th century. No, these pendejos are not real communists. No, they are too closely aligned with the liberal elite. They have no backbone. They simply crave power.
Again, I only bring this up because you are my friend. I would be remiss if I didn't at least warn you that both sides are watching you carefully.
What? You think the right is going to bash my brains in with a hammer while the left claws my eyes out with a sickle? I'm not their King Oedipus. I am Jorge Eliezer Gatan, the first socialist president Colombia will ever see. Just let them try. I'm not afraid of pseudo-Marxist hacks.
You see, it's comments like that that give you a bad rep.
Your class privilege is showing, Nera.
Don't you give me that.
Listen, I am your friend too. And I have to be honest. Your position of wealth makes me wonder how dedicated you are to the movement.
I am with you right now, aren't I?
God is with me now too, but I don't know that he necessarily register as socialist.
It's fair to say that I see both sides.
You may see both sides, but you stand on one end of the nation's wealth gap. At best, you empathize with the people suffering. You have to squint and imagine the details because it's all too fuzzy from a distance.
Don't say that.
If you want to be an ally, you must recognize that you, Plinio Mendoza Nera, have personally benefited from La Oligarquía.
I have. Have you?
The last time I was home, my mom and Pa were fighting about the election. I don't know why they talk about politics. It makes them so angry. I don't like when my parents are angry. God, can you make my parents stop fighting about politics? In fact, can you make El Mundo stop fighting about politics? Once I asked Sister Maria why war happens. And she said, because people don't agree on politics. What is so difficult about politics to get people to agree on? I don't even know what a politic is. It can't be that important. The sisters say I'm far ahead of my class. I'm the smartest one in the building, even smarter than the sisters. They sense it in me. It's why they give me an extra long penance list. They fear me. They fear my genius. If I don't know something, it's not worth getting angry about. I'm getting hungry.
I am too hungry to talk about politics.
Spoken like a true diplomat. The debate gets too contentious, and what do? Sidestep to something completely unrelated. If I have to check my privilege, then so do you. The people of Colombia deserve at least that from their next president.
They do. Yes, they also deserve a higher minimum wage. They deserve food security. Colombia deserves justicia social, democracia. We must implement the design of Pumajero's Revolución en Marcha. Yes, I come from money. I am privileged, and I don't take that for granted. But I was born in El Egipto. I lived with poverty. He was my cousin. And my father made it clear we are not estranged. I looked into a starving man's eyes, I would see my own reflection. He is me, and I am him. I fought for him by fighting for myself. I know who I am. I am a man who cares about El Pueblo, who sees them for who they are. Working class citizens who've never been given a chance at equal opportunity, who have been ignored and forgotten by the conservative and liberal elites. La Oligarquía live in an entirely separate Colombia, and it's time we merge these worlds together. A reckoning is upon us, a revolution, and there's a lot of struggle on both sides. Colombia is vulnerable, but I was born amongst the most vulnerable population. I understand what Colombia needs. We need revolution without violence. Colombian blood need not be spilled to fill the chalice. We must not stoop to communist tactics. We are not the lawless Soviets. We are good Colombians.
Papa says Mama has a frightening intuition. He says he worries about the ideas and visions she has.
Change only happens in the face of resistance.
Sometimes she dreams of fireworks exploding over churches burning.
Ospina Perez is hell-bent on winning the election.
And in those churches, angels strangling other angels.
The communists are painting me as a fascist.
And out of the flames, the devil creeping up into your room, reaching from underneath the bed, ready to take his revenge on you, God.
Coups, upheavals, removals from office. When I am president, I swear, violence will have no place on the national stage. So what if we inspire the worst in our opponents? It means we are doing something right. We're gaining traction. We are on the path to victory.
Here's an idea. Maybe you should bring your family to more rallies.
I am not going to do that.
How's your little girl doing? Does she do well in front of crowds?
Mira, I'm not grooming my daughter to be an icon of the revolution.
But think about it. The Gaitan political dynasty.
My friend, you are not on the campaign trail with me. You are a friend first, a donor second, campaign manager never. I don't see you planning my next maneuver. I just need your company. That's all I've needed these past few months.
I'm sensing a but.
But stay in your lane.
Okay. But it really cement your image as an all Colombian family guy.
Come on, man. People already know me as the Colombian every guy. It's my thing. I don't think I need to pander for charisma points. No. I've actually been thinking, what we need to tackle next is changing the mind of the centrists.
You think so?
No matter who's running for office, they'll always need the moderate vote. Without it, Colombia may not accept socialist ideals.
Well, don't say that, Gaitan.
There's too many undecided votes to be overly confident. I'm reading the writing on the walls. I just pray that it's not written in blood.
They'll have to cut open your body first.
The conservatives just might.
Look, we may be socialists, but we have control of the Liberal Party, Gaitan. For once, the good guys are taking control. We shout the words of tomorrow, today. You've seen the polling. You've led the rallies. The working class is ready for a socialist agenda. Colombia is ready for socialism.
Yo no sé.
Colombia is ready for you. If you stop your work now, the whole country might just go mad.
Several people usher out of the office building.
Finally. Can we please go get some lunch?
Sí. Vámonos.
The group begins walking.
But I like Mama a lot more than I like Papa. So I'm gonna pray that Mama is always right, even when Papa wants her to be wrong. I pray Mama's visions are real, that she knows the future, that she sees beyond the buildings of Bogota, that she sees your eyes, God, and that she looks past them and sees the things you don't know, the secrets you keep, the future you see, the memories you've forgotten. I pray Mama becomes the next God.
A man wearing a gray hat approaches the group. He faces away from the audience.
If Mama were God, she would make the world a more peaceful place.
Gaitan!
If Mama were God, she would let the poor eat instead of being so hungry.
Gaitan looks a bit closer at the man.
Don't I know you?
If Mama were God, she would end la violencia.
The man raises a gun and shoots Gaitan point blank 3 times in a row.
En el nombre del Padre, y del Hijo, y del Espíritu Santo. Amen.
Lights fade on Elsa. Gaitan falls to the ground. Everyone screams as the man runs away. End of scene. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
I love plays like that. He just gets killed right at the beginning. Please tell me he doesn't come back for the rest of the play. The actor goes home. I love that. Like the beginning of Orange Osage County, right? The guy like gives the monologue and then you never
Oh
see
yeah,
him
he
again.
has that like 20-page monologue and then he
Yeah.
dies.
Oh, very cool. Awesome. Great job. Great job, guys. Thank you, cast. We have Angela's next. Angela Sue. Angela, cast and crew. Are you here? Are you here? Can you hear my voice?
Hey.
Hi, Angela.
How you doing, David?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. So excited.
Where are you in the world right now?
I'm in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Footloose.
Yeah.
That's all I know about Pittsburgh.
I think that's like all Pittsburghers know about Pittsburgh.
Awesome. I've driven through Pittsburgh a few times, so awesome. Well, that's great. Tell us about your piece that you've been working on, Angela. I'm gonna say goodbye and let you introduce your cast and take it away. All right.
So tonight I'll be sharing the script Larry, and this is actually a film that is going to be based on my dad. So tonight, for my dad, we have Grant Chang. He's playing Larry. For my mom, we have Karen Lee playing Fiona. And playing a younger version of me is Jess Chang playing Joanna. And we have Anthony Ruiz on stage directions. So this has been a process. I feel like I got called to write this story about a year ago. I think I just at some point realized that my father passed when I was so young. I was only 9, and there's so much of him that I didn't really know. And he's a really complex man, as I think you'll get to know him a little bit through the words and text tonight. And so I really wanted to explore who he was more. So this process has been me and my mom just like telling me a lot of stories about everything she knows about him, their marriage, ultimately their divorce, and even about my dad's past, just him growing up. This is also really interesting because it deals with Chinese immigrants coming to the States, which is not something that I'm really necessarily touching on in the film, but it is definitely there. So I think it's somehow I'm gonna incorporate that all. Tonight you're gonna actually hear 5 different moments from the script, kind of like a really fast forward of the whole movie. You see the beginning and you actually see the very end tonight as well. There are moments that I've yet to write to fill in between. And I don't know, this has been really great for me because I'm actually discovering more who he is and who I am, like what part of him is in me. So it's been really great to do this. And I'm really excited for you to hear it. All right, thanks.
Larry by Angela Sue. Montage. Interior, living room, day. Flash, a camera goes off. We see the entire family, all the aunties and uncles, Paul, Patrick, Andrew, Frankie, and Larry, all surrounding Joanna. She's sitting in a chair at the head of the dining room table, smiling with cake in her hands and face. In front of her is a large birthday cake with a 2 candle on it. Cousin number 1, about 13 years old, blows out the candle. Everyone cheers. The house has a brand new TV, furniture, and toys. There are many photos decorating the wall. The photos are of when Joanna was born, Fiona, Larry, and Joanna's portrait, all the men cutting into the ribbon with their new office, Timotech, and Joanna playing with their dog. The house is crowded. Karaoke is happening in the background. Chatter is indistinctly happening. There are large amounts of delicious hot food being served. The usual rice, noodles, vegetables, but lots of meat. The whole fish, all sorts of bows, it's very fruitful. And the kids and dogs are running around. There's no shortage of beer, wine, soda, snacks, etc. The mahjong table is full, with 4 men playing and smoking and drinking. Large piles of cash are on the table next to them. Their wives hanging over their shoulders wearing large tacky jewelry and clothes and purses with the brand name. so it's obvious they had money to purchase these types of clothing and accessories. Larry and Fiona look very happy together. Fiona looks as if she hasn't worked a single day in the past year, and she hasn't. She has had access to a personal maid all year. She holds Joanna. Larry, one of the four playing Mahjong, wins. He cheers and grabs Joanna from Fiona and gives her a big kiss and bounces her on his knee. Andrew comes over, cigarette in hand, and pulls out a red envelope from his back pocket. He hands it to Joanna. She looks at him. Fiona grabs the red envelope, opens it, and pulls out 5 $100 bills. She looks surprised. Larry grabs 100 from Fiona, hands it to the dealer, and begins another round of Mahjong. Cut to interior, living room. 1 year later. It's Joanna's 3rd birthday. We see a happy birthday banner in the background. Joanna is running around with the other kids wearing a birthday hat. Fiona's wearing a dirty apron. She looks exhausted, as if she's been cooking and cleaning all day. I guess there's no more maid anymore. The whole family is there celebrating. The women are wearing new clothes, but there's no longer a name brand shown. They're all wearing the same purses. The women look annoyed. Larry and his brothers are drinking and playing Mahjong. They're still playing with real money, but the stack looks noticeably smaller from the previous year. The house has no new furniture or appliances. The food is not nearly as plentiful as before. It's homemade dishes, simple stuff. The food looks barely picked though. The men are getting riled up in the game. Larry is now the only one at the table with beer in his hand. After a while, the Mahjong match is over and Larry loses. He stands up and slams the table. Andrew, the winner, grabs money and hands it back to Larry's losses as a kind gesture of, relax, it's just a game. But Larry, drunk and upset, slaps his hand away. The party mood is killed. Cut to interior, living room day, 1 year later. The calendar marks Joanna's 4th birthday. There is no party. Joanna is watching cartoons in the living room, wearing the same birthday hat as last year, and eating cookies and drinking a Capri Sun. Interior, kitchen, same time. Larry and Fiona are in the kitchen arguing. Larry's obviously drunk. The argument becomes more and more heated, leading Larry to hit Fiona. End of montage. Interior, bedroom day, a couple of weeks later. We look around and see that Larry's moved out. The closet's half empty. Only women's clothing left. He's taken some of the furniture as well. The room in the house feels sparse. Fiona's cleaning up a stack of toys. She picks up a pink stuffed elephant and stares at it and begins to break down a little. After a short while, she composes herself. She throws the pink elephant in the trash bag. Interior, Kumon, 1 year later. Larry is standing at a group next to many parents. They're in front in the waiting area. All the kids are all over the place, handing out homework, filling out worksheets. Joanna, who is now 7, is walking to her cubby. She picks up her backpack and looks towards the entrance. Larry waves at her. She sees him. Joanna quickly grabs her belongings, hands in the worksheet to her tutor, and runs towards Larry. They hug.
Hi, Baba.
You have everything?
Mm-hmm.
Interior, Larry's car, day. Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody begins to play. Larry, looking from the backup mirror, sees Joanna dancing. Interior, townhouse, afternoon. It is an opening dining room area. As you enter, there's a small kitchen to your right, and if you keep walking down, you'll see an open dining/living room area. There's a set of stairs to the left of the living room. Joanna enters and immediately throws her backpack down, kicks off her shoes, and runs upstairs. Larry picks up her backpack, sets it on the table, and goes to the kitchen to grab a cold beer. Joanna runs into the living room holding a couple of Barbies. Larry joins her as he lights a cigarette, drinks his cold beer, and watches TV. Interior, living room, night, 4 hours later. Joanna and Larry are watching Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. The doorbell rings. Joanna runs to answer. She knows who it is. She opens the door and runs back to the living room, eyes glued to the movie. Fiona enters and takes a seat on the couch.
So, how are you?
What do you mean?
Andrew told me he took you to the emergency room.
Yeah, I couldn't swallow.
What do you mean you couldn't swallow? Too drunk?
No, I just tried to take some water and it wouldn't go down.
What do you mean it won't go down?
I woke up and my throat hurt. I didn't even smoke. So I thought I should drink some water, but I couldn't swallow. I tried over and over.
Well, what did the doctor say?
They saw a blockage. I have to go back tomorrow for a CT scan. It's probably just too much heat in the body.
Fiona opens her mouth to say something back, but she decides not to.
Oh, Joanna, let's go home.
I want to finish the movie.
No, Mama has too much to do tonight. Come on, let's go.
Joanna looks frustrated, but decides not to pick a fight. She grumpily grabs her backpack and puts on her shoes. Larry sees them out and gives a grumpy Joanna a big hug and a kiss. Exterior, townhouse afternoon. Fiona pulls up into the driveway. Joanna hops out of the car.
I'll pick you up after work.
Interior, townhouse, same time. Joanna pushes the screen door open and walks in. We hear a toilet flush and Larry enters.
Is it 2 already?
Joanna
Where
stares
did
at
your hair go?
I shaved it off.
Why?
It was too hot.
Oh,
Doesn't it make Baba look handsome?
I guess.
She takes off her shoes and takes her coloring book out of her backpack. She sits down at the dining table and starts drawing. Interior, townhouse night. Few hours later. There's a car door slam. Fiona pushes open the screen door.
Joanna.
She's upstairs.
Oh, okay.
You look tired.
Yeah. Joanna, come on. We have to get home. I haven't even had a chance to take care of dinner yet. You know, we had so many last minute walk-ins, and then I had to help Lily with a perm.
Do you want me to make something?
Huh? Oh, no. No. It's you should rest.
It's okay. I'm not tired. I did. Joanna's hungry too.
Oh, okay.
Larry, happy, walks over to the kitchen and starts preparing. Fiona takes off her shoes and sets down her purse. She walks over to the living room to take a seat. The TV's already on. She watches as Larry cooks. Joanna runs downstairs.
Oh. Joanna, what were you doing upstairs?
Poopy.
Yeah. You pooped so loud that you didn't hear me calling you?
No.
All right. Well, we're going to have dinner with your papa tonight.
Really?
Yes. Oh, okay. Calm down. Did you finish your homework?
What are you making?
I'm gonna make your favorite.
Joanna looks over and sees a big bowl of rice, a few eggs, and a chopped scallions. Her father's heating up oil inside a wok. She sticks her nose into the bowl of scallions and takes a big whiff.
Fried rice. Yay!
Exterior, Memorial Park, day. A couple of months have passed and Larry seems to be doing much better. He's completed his chemo, gained back a little weight, and even has a little bit of hair now. He and Joanna are at the park. It's a very warm Saturday afternoon summer, and Joanna's chasing a little boy at the playground. They're playing tag. Larry's sitting on a bench under a large tree in the shade. He pulls out a pack of cigarettes, pulls one out, and begins to light it. A young mom with a stroller passes by. She points to a sign that has a no smoking picture. She shakes her head disapprovingly and begins to walk away. Larry begrudgingly puts out the cigarette with his shoe, shooting her a dirty look.
Tamada.
Exterior, crosswalk day, crossing the street. Larry and Joanna stand at the crosswalk waiting for the light to change. He lights a cigarette. The sun is shining in their direction. Joanna squints as she fans herself. The light turns green. Joanna grabs Larry's hand and they cross the street. Exterior, strip mall day across from the park. The strip mall has an old 80s style. There are many small shops and restaurants crowded together. Larry and Joanna walks into the middle and they walk towards Sammy's ice cream shop. Interior, Sammy's ice cream shop, day. Joanna has her hands pressed up against the ice cream freezer as she looks down in wonder. There are many flavors of ice cream: chocolate, vanilla, cream, bubblegum, raspberry sorbet, mint chocolate chip, etc. Her eyes land on bubblegum because it's bright blue with colorful bubblegum balls mixed in. She points to that one and looks at Larry.
You can get whatever you want.
What do you want, Papa?
Chocolate.
I don't like chocolate ice cream, but I really like chocolate candy. Isn't that weird? Oh, and also people really love dirty cups, but I don't like chocolate pudding either.
Larry doesn't pay attention. He's busy showing the ice cream lady which flavors they want. He reaches his back pocket and pulls out his wallet and a $10 bill. He hands the money to the lady and she scoops up their ice cream and hands it to them. Joanna grabs her ice cream and takes a huge bite.
Thank you.
Exterior, sidewalk, day. A shot from behind. We see Larry and Joanna eating their ice cream and walking away from the park in the strip mall. Interior, Stanford Hospice, day. Larry's lying in bed. He's practically comatose. His tongue is sticking out. He can't pull it back in because it's as swollen as a baseball. He's hooked up to a morphine IV. He wakes in and out of his deep, nearly comatose sleep. He opens his eyes briefly and sees Andrew. He closes his eyes and opens them back up. He sees a nurse coming towards him. We're not sure how much time has passed between him falling asleep and him waking up. He tries to deeply inhale, but his body is in so much pain. His body's no longer fully absorbing the morphine. He knows. He finally manages to get in a shallow breath. Exterior, Memorial Park afternoon. A dream sequence. Larry and Joanna are enjoying a nice warm afternoon at the park. Joanna's running around trying to catch a butterfly and Larry's walking behind her. We hear bells as an ice cream cart goes by.
Papa, can I have some ice cream?
Which one do you want?
Joanna looks at the ice cream stickers stuck around the cart and points to a red popsicle. The ice cream man opens his cart, flips through some ice creams, and pulls that one out. Larry points to a fudgesicle, and the ice cream man hands it to him. Larry pulls out a 5 and leaves it on the cart.
Joanna, we have to start walking home. It's almost dinner time.
Exterior, street day. Same time. Larry and Joanna are walking down the street licking their delicious ice cream. Interior, home, dusk. Same time. Joanna runs into the living room, wiping her sticky hands all over her shirt. She grabs her Lego from the bin and starts building. Larry goes into the kitchen and grabs a cold beer. He comes back to the living room and plops himself on the couch, turns on the TV, and flips until he finds something interesting and watches Joanna plays. He looks at Joanna, smiles, and feels complete. End of dream sequence. Cut to interior, Stanford Hospice, day. Outside of the room looking in, Larry lies in bed, peacefully. There is no movement. There is no breath. And
Thank you. Thank you, class.
Wow. Oh, man. Very touching. Wow. Great job, Angela.
Thank
God,
you.
this is a very emotional journey for you. So thank you for sharing with us. Thank you, cast and crew. You guys were amazing.
Thank you.
Really great job. Well, I'm going to bring Mike and Alex back because, of course, it's intermission, which for us means that we're going to have a dance party. Actors, turn on your cameras. We got dance. You got some
Give it up
announcements
for
for us,
all those
Mike?
amazing artists. We don't let you do too much of a song because we don't want to pay rights. So shh, we say that. So you can only get half a song. Good job. Give it up for everybody. Good work tonight. You can stay on camera, folk. You don't have to disappear. Let's stay here. Let's all this beautiful faces. Great job. Part one people. Give a couple of Alex, give us a little bit of shout out on who's on YouTube right now.
We literally have a packed virtual house on YouTube. It's so hard to list everybody, but it's great to see some Voices of America alumni. We got Tamara out there. We got Emma, who just presented last week. We have Isabel's family, who was watching from Guam. Hi, Isabel's family. We have Laura Johnson, Jose, Joey, Kirsten, Robin, Noemi, David, Sam, Ryan. There's so many beautiful people out there. So please keep participating, keep watching, keep sending our writers and our actors some love. It's highly appreciated, and drop some emojis for, you know, some excitement and fun in this little chat.
Awesome. And here's just a little bit of announcement time for just some upcoming events that that are happening at the PGE. If you are a writer or just need to like write things down, every Tuesday at noon and Thursday at 7 p.m. we have something called Play Dates, which is a 1-hour communal writing time where we just sit and stare at our screens. I mean, stare at the pages and write together to give energy and joy to each other. Feel free to join us for any one of those. Those are on our website. And then this coming Saturday and Sunday, we have our First Reads Festival. For those of you that don't know a lot about the Playground Experiment, we, aside from having amazing programming like this and our flagship program, Volumes is the first step in a development process that we have. And First Reads Festival is step 3 in our development process, where 4 plays, we get a first table read of a draft. 30 days ago, they got some feedback and they've been rewriting for 30 days, and they will get a first table read this Saturday and Sunday. The plays that are being presented on Saturday, at 5 o'clock, we have Breakdown by Thomas Dieter. And at 8 p.m., we have Mixed Messages by Evan Edwards. And on the Sunday, the 28th, we have The New Mother, and it's a really long title, but it is a musical. I forgot to write all of the words down. The New Mother, and it's a new musical by Kate Goldstein Grant. It will be sans music, so it will just be lyrics and a book. And then we have another play, which we don't really have to talk about. Oh, wait, maybe we should. At 8 p.m., we have Aztec Pirates and the Iniquity of Sacrifice by our amazing David Davila. So if you want to come, you can go onto our website, thepge.com, and click on any of those dates and RSVP. If you RSVP, you'll get all the information. You'll also find out the amazing, brilliant casts that are being read for these. And those are happening this Saturday and Sunday, and that's exciting. And then for those of you that are out there that want to participate as a writer at any point, feel free to do something on our Faces of America. We have a book out right now, which you can buy at Shakespeare & Co. online. $3 from every book does go to Black Lives Matter. And we are doing Faces of America number 2. Which means that if you have a 2-minute monologue in you, which everybody should have a story somewhere in them, hopefully, that has the theme Faces of America, and it has the word home somewhere in it. You have between now and September 25th, so you have plenty of time to get it down on paper, to submit it. Last year, we had over 130 submissions in a 10-day window. We've opened the window up to about 2.5 months this time because we wanted to get more stories. So we're expecting 6,000. Hopefully one of them is yours. So feel free.
Many.
All of this information can be found on our website, which is thepge.com. And on that note, I think I've said plenty, and it's time to bring back David to introduce our next section of writers. Give it up for part 2 of Voices of America.
Great, thank you so much, Mike. And thanks to the PGE for sponsoring the Voices of America Writers Workshop. PGE does so much stuff for so many people and for the community in New York. So without Mike does most of that stuff himself, along with a committee of people. So thanks to everyone involved in making this happen. We really just got to thank you because we love you. We miss you. I wish you guys were all here so we could all commune together over a beer. but we can't. So we'll keep doing it just a little longer while everyone stays safe, guys. Wear a mask. I'm serious. Wear a mask. Next up is Aaron Jin, I believe. Aaron, are you next?
That's me.
Bring your cast
Yeah.
in, Aaron. Aaron, how are you doing?
Hello, cast. I am doing okay. Doing just peachy, I think.
Where are you? Where are you reporting from?
I'm reporting from the Pacific Northwest in like Seattle, Washington. So it's cute and very sunny here.
Wow, Seattle. Yeah, I want to go to Seattle. Are they making people quarantine, or can I like hop over there?
You can hop over here if you wear a face mask.
Is your cast here? Can you introduce us and tell us about the piece you're working on?
Oh yes, my cast. So, I have so many people. The story is called "Sorry I Kissed You," and it started as like a short film idea. I just want to have like a cute gay thing where two guys fall in love, where it's not all about like they come out, but it's not all about like coming out and how hard coming out is. I want it to be cuter than that and have that just be a part of the story that is so much more than that, because we are so much more than our coming out stories too. So that's the premise, and I needed something like a framework for it. So I just made them football players, and that's kind of what I ran with so far. We'll see what happens. And let's introduce the cast. We've got Gabriel playing Andrew, Matthew playing Jimmy, the best friend, Christine playing the cheerleader, Laura, Marta playing her number 2, Becky, and we've got Mahima playing what's her name? Jenny? Jenny and other stage directions. Daniel reading for Jock and other people in stage directions, and Daniela reading for the coach. Cool. So why don't we just jump in? We're gonna start after like the first scene. The first scene is like their friendship story, and the football game. All you need to know really is that Jimmy and Andrew are best friends, and Andrew's a football superstar and the quarterback. Yeah. Take it away, guys.
Locker room. In the locker room, the burly coach addresses her team.
Boys, I'll admit that was a hell of a game. Some of the best I've seen from y'all all season, although we still had our fair share of slip-ups. We almost had a repeat of Morrison High, didn't we, Daniel?
Jock Daniel looks sheepishly.
Andrew, good job again with that last toss of the game. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. In fact, do it sometime before the last minute of the fourth quarter. You're gonna turn me into an old woman with the stress you put on me, and we do not want to see that, boys.
Right, coach.
Now I'm proud of y'all. This team has come a long way since I joined last year. But if you think you're doing good enough to win the state championships, I've got something to tell you. You're not.
The Players wins.
Not yet, anyways. I want you boys to aim for the highest and don't stop until we've got that championship cup. Because what do we want?
To be
the best.
What do we do?
Try our best.
What are we now?
Not the best.
What are we willing to do to get it?
Every fucking thing.
All right, kiddos. Get rest. Stay humble. I'll see you boys on Monday.
Coach leaves and the players take off their gear.
Hey, you guys free to celebrate tonight? There's a new shaved ice place that just opened down City Hall, and they've got some sweet new opening deals.
I got something else planned for tonight. Like what?
Suddenly, Jenny, fuming, bursts through the door holding a cup of lemonade.
Andrew!
I think it has something to do with my girlfriend.
Wait, bro, you have a girlfriend?
Andrew, have you looked at my texts?
I'm sorry, I was playing in the game.
Why didn't you tell me that you had a game tonight?
I thought everybody knew there was a game going on tonight.
Well, apparently not you, when you scheduled our 6-month anniversary date for tonight.
Oh.
The whole locker room gasps.
I was sitting in the Tucci-Bella all by myself for 45 minutes tonight. Do you know how awkward it was for me to be sitting there all by myself for 45 minutes? I ate so many breadsticks.
Oh my God, babe, I'm so sorry.
Don't babe me, okay? I don't want to hear any of that.
Can we take this outside?
Absolutely not. Andrew, I've hardly seen you at all in the past 2 months. I thought this could be your one chance to show me that you still cared. Actually, it was. And you know what? You blew it.
Jenny, I've been busy practicing with the team.
Yet, you always make time to hang out with him.
He points accusingly at Jimmy.
Awkward.
Andrew, I have been trying so hard to make these past 6 months work. It's every girl's dream to date the hot superstar football player, but also it's my senior year. I'm done chasing you around and trying to get you to reply to more texts and eat lunch with me. There are more important things than football, Andrew Lee Johnson. There's also treating your girlfriend with respect and showing up to anniversary dates. You're the worst boyfriend ever. And this is over.
Jenny unscrews the lid to her lemonade and throws it over Andrew. The locker room boys gasp again.
Thank you, Beyonce.
Jenny exits. Andrew stands there dripping wet.
So I guess you're free for shaved ice then?
Another jock punches him in the arm.
Ow!
Interior Andrew's bedroom. Andrew and Jimmy in an intense round of video games.
Come on, come on, come on.
Oh, you thought?
No, 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 no. Come on.
Sorry about that. Maybe next time, superstar.
Man, how do you always beat me in my own game?
Oh, it's easy. You just never see the big picture.
Another round?
Nah, I'm done for the night.
Andrew keeps playing while Jimmy goes to his backpack.
Hey, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. What do you mean?
I mean, like, with Jenny and all.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Or serious?
Yeah, I mean, she was right, though. I liked her, but didn't like her that much. But like, come on, man, I've got more important things to worry about. We're going to the playoffs for the first time ever. We've got a real shot at the championship game.
I know.
Let me picture it. Both of us standing there. The crowd's cheering, the trophy in hand. I just want to throw at the winning point of the game. That'd make a pretty good senior year.
Bro, you mean you're not happy with our senior year now?
I'm happy. I'm just saying that I could be even happier if I could throw the winning point of the championship game.
I'm happy with the way things are now.
Yeah, life's pretty good. So I'm not looking forward to Monday and being single again.
We've got to be ready.
Yeah, for her.
For her.
School. Andrew and Jimmy walking into school in the morning.
Until the next morning, I walked into school proud of my half of my math homework. Suddenly, at the end of the hall, there she was.
Hi, Andrew.
From the end of the hall, enter Laura Stravinsky. She wears her cheer uniform and has fabulous hair. Andrew and Jimmy duck behind a railing.
Her name is Laura Stravinsky, principal's daughter. She's the head of the cheerleaders and an aspiring Instagram influencer. Does she see us? Let's go this way. She thinks that the missing ingredient to launch her Instagram career is me as her hot Instagram boyfriend. When I'm single, she goes out of her way to ask me out every single day.
They run into Becky, Laura's astute number 2, also wearing her cheerleader uniform. Is this Glee?
Going somewhere?
Becky.
Take my backpack and go. I'll hold them off as long as I can.
Yoo-hoo, Andrew.
Laura strolls down the hall to the boys.
Hello, you silly boys. Andrew, I am so incredibly sorry to hear about Jenny.
Thank you, Laura.
You two were such a good fit for each other. I mean, she was so pretty. Not as pretty as me, though.
Laura, we have to get to class.
Silence number 2.
Thank you, Becky. As I was saying, Andrew, now that you're single, I think it only makes sense that you and I, as the star quarterback and the head cheerleader, we are together. We should be together as the prettiest girl in this school.
When are you gonna get tired of me telling you no, Laura?
Laugh. You are so funny, Andrew. That's why we're perfect together.
Did you just say laugh instead of doing it?
Sometimes Laura says things instead of doing it. It's a new trend.
Thank you, Becky.
Well, the answer is still no.
School bell rings.
That's okay. I'll be back tomorrow, and this time, I'm sure I'm gonna make an offer that you can't refuse. Goodbye, boys. Laugh, wave, exit.
Laura leaves. Becky hands them a very pink business card before going with her.
Take this.
Becky leaves. Jimmy and Andrew look at the card. It has Laura's face, number, and a call me printed on it. The boys sigh.
She has business cards now?
And so we survived another encounter with Becky and Laura Stravinsky. But something Laura said didn't sit right with me. An offer I can't refuse. It wasn't until practice that day that I found out.
Coach's room. Coach at her desk.
Andrew, you can't play in the championship.
What?
Jimmy, totally eavesdropping, bursts into the office.
What?
Jimmy, please leave my office.
Jimmy exits and closes the door.
Coach, this is totally not fair. Where is this coming from?
I mean that you need to get your grades together, or else you can't play for the playoffs.
But it's the playoffs. The team needs me.
And I need you to get your grades up, son. Ugh. You know, it's school policy that all athletes have at least a C average to perform at athletic ventures.
Coach turns to a computer screen and pulls up Andrew's grades.
Can you tell me what these 3 grades are?
Jeez.
And those 3 D's are going to keep you from playing in the games.
Andrew starts to speak.
And there's nothing I can do about it. Your grades, your problem. So work out a plan with your teachers, or else I can't let you play. Don't let your team down. You're dismissed. Bye.
Andrew walks out of the office and looks at Jimmy with a solemn look.
I couldn't believe this was happening to me. I was being banned from playing in the playoffs. The next day, I knew exactly what I had to do.
Classrooms montage. Montage of Andrew and Jimmy talking to the teachers.
Can you raise my grades?
No.
Pretty, please?
Absolutely not.
But how am I supposed to do?
You could turn in your assignments on time and study for your tests.
But I'm not going to get my grades up in time by doing that.
Well, that's the only way to do it.
But I have to play in the playoffs. We're making school history.
And that's what you need to do it.
But
Period. End of discussion. Goodbye. The teachers usher them out of the classroom and slams the door in the face. Exterior, shaved ice place. Andrew sitting outside the new shaved ice place in a cute patio table. Jimmy pacing, both wearing big hoodies and sunglasses around their necks.
how am I supposed to get my grades up in time for the playoffs?
I don't know, man.
Boy, owner of the shaved ice place brings out their shaved ice.
Thank you, Mr. Roy.
Enjoy it, boys.
Jimmy sits.
You've got some big projects coming up this week.
Right.
You could start to do well in your classes.
Can't you come up with something a little bit more reasonable?
Jimmy eats the shaved ice.
This is so good.
And besides, most of the big tests and stuff aren't until next week. I probably won't get to play until the championship game. And that's if we even get to the championship game.
This is really good.
Ooh, let me try. This is pretty fucking delicious.
It's totally like unreasonable for coach to leave you like that.
I know. Like, how can she be so insensitive? Oh my God, I am in love with this.
Don't look now, but speaking of love.
Andrew turns and looks immediately. Walking down the sidewalk is Laura Stravinsky wearing fabulous sunglasses and walking a tiny dog. Andrew and Jimmy throw on their hoodies and put on their sunglasses in a poor attempt to look discreet. Laura walks right up to them.
Oh my gosh. Well, look, if it isn't my two favorite boys. Hi, Andrew.
Hey, Laura.
So I heard about your little football situationship. Oh my God, that is such a disaster. I am so sorry.
What do you want?
Relax, Jimbo. I'm only here to help your situation with a little business proposition. Listen up, Chicos.
Andrew and Jimmy look at each other.
So I know that Andrew is failing these 3 classes. As you know, my mom is the principal of Redwood High School. And because I'm so sneaky and smart, that means that I have access to the grades of every student in the school, including yours. Which means I can change grades too. I am saying that I can change your grade.
Oh.
Don't let your shaved ice melt. Ugh. I still haven't decided whether or not I'm going to do it, but if you wanted to be my fake social media boyfriend, then I might really help you by deciding and saying yes.
Laura hands Andrew a very pink business card.
When you're ready, Andrew, call me. Let's hang out. Think about it, okay? Kiss, kiss, winky face, emoji, bye, exit.
Laura walks off. The boys look at the picture of Laura's face with the words "call me" and her phone number bedazzled on it.
Hey, Mom, during my performance, you decided to do water? You really threw me off. Sorry. Hello, everyone.
That was the best. That was the best.
I'm glad that I could add everybody with happiness.
That's funny.
Yeah, good job, everybody.
Yay. Ooh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? We all want to know. We all want to know.
I want to know. I want to know what happens next.
I want to know what happens next. Yeah, so you have a thing for dumb boys, apparently. Or something.
Maybe.
Don't we all?
Next we have, that was great. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Shout out to Mike, who casts all of the Playground Experiment stuff. Like, he really puts a lot of work, like every week, casting different things for the Playground Experiment. And I feel like he just casts everything just like perfectly. So thank you so much, Mike, for all the hard work you did on that. And can we bring in our last group of the night, Mr. Mark Mr. Mark Andrew Santos Garner and your cast. How you guys doing? How you doing?
Hey, David. Sorry, my video's not able to turn on, but
let me see. I think I just sent you a thing. I think you have to click it to turn on. There you are.
Yay. Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you? This has been amazing. Shout out to Big ED.
Well, tell us a little bit about your thing, and then take us out for the night. And enjoy yourselves, guys. Great job, everyone, so far. And I'll see you in a little few.
Yeah.
Little few.
David. So my my screenplay excerpt is from Small Asian Big City. It's sort of a love letter to the South Texan Asian experience. And reading tonight for our ensemble cast is Isaac Garza, Kelvin Mitchell, Andres Coronado, Ricardo Olguin, and playing our two leads, we have Jose Sepulveda playing Seb, and Joey Ledonio playing John Simon Cooper, or JSC for short, because he is. Cast, whenever you're ready, take it away.
Interior Broadway Theater. Starry and sparkly fade in, center stage on John Simon Cooper, or JSC for short. Early 20s, short, typical millennial, Southeast Asian American. It's a big Broadway production number with an all-Asian cast. Miss Saigon's American Dream, but make it Asian American Dream.
Zoom out on a full stage. JSC is costumed as the engineer, standing center stage on the hood of a 1957 Chevy Bel Air with a drag queen waving in the driver's seat, surrounded by feathery Las Vegas showgirls and Magic Mike clad muscle guys. And just as the musical number climaxes, we hear a quintessential iPhone alarm crescendo into the cacophony as we cut to
Interior dorm, midnight. JSC wakes up with a jolt at his desk, surrounded by Instacup ramen at his laptop, LSAT flashcards, and most definitely drool on his textbook. He wipes off the drool puddle, then turns the page to start where he left off.
Enter your car into early evening. Sebastian Sebes Montanes pulls up in the latest BMW just outside the theater entrance. 20s, American Hispanic, the kind of boyfriend that makes you want to barf out of sheer cuteness. JSC sits in the passenger seat.
Amor, escúchame, no matter what happens, I'm super proud of you.
Seb, I'm literally gonna shit my pants.
Recuerda, it's just like your middle name, Simon.
Okay.
Simon?
No, ew, like really. I didn't take a lactate. I told you that frozen yogurt place lies about having dairy in their non-dairy taro option.
Nada que ver, that was hours ago.
But it's...
Second of all, ya. You're letting your anxiety get the best of you. You're ready, you're prepared. Go in there and break some hearts, hermoso.
Ooh, let's break some legs. Yeah, you're right. Like always. I hate that.
I mean, think about it this way. This is just a warm-up for real Broadway auditions. This is just papas pequeñas, ¿verdad? You got this. Oh my God, you're gonna be the cutest little Asian American prince in a community theater production of the Cinderella this side of the Rio Grande. Remember who you're doing this for.
Right. All those little Johnnies whose parents told them to become a doctor or a lawyer and then kicked them out of the house when they came out of the closet after graduating high school, then refused to sign their FAFSA, so they had to take out loans and fend for themselves in a Texan border town.
Yes.
And then while studying for law school admissions, they also sadistically decide to try their shot at Broadway, so they're not enslaved to a decade of being unhappy, getting married at 30, and then being $200,000 in debt.
Uh-huh.
Because they realized that combining all the piano lessons, choir practice, and gymnastics they did as a kid is actually a perfect foundation for musical theater. And it's actually what they wanted to do with their lives the whole time.
Bueno, dale, shine, mijito. Está bien, exactly. For American Asian representation on that stage. A la verga, go get 'em, papi.
JSC gets out of the car, closes the door, but then he turns around and talks through the open passenger window.
Hey, bae.
Sí, mi amor.
You're the best.
They quickly kiss through the open window.
I'll text you when I'm done.
Seb drives out of the parking lot, blasting Gasolina by Daddy Yankee, as JSC takes a big breath before entering the university's theater building.
Interior, theater, waiting room. Point of view, entering a door marked Cinderella audition. Walking into a row of chairs in a small, narrow rehearsal room, we pass little kids crying, being chastised by their stage mom. A teenager badly vocalizing in the mirror in full Elphaba costume, while a theater twink shows off his playbills to her.
Mira, my mom made sure we got tickets to Ben Platt's last show on Dear Evan Hansen. I had to choose that or a trust fund, but that's not as bad as when I had to see Hamilton's original Broadway cast do their final performance.
JSC is reviewing his audition sides crammed in between the Elphaba and the twink when the Cinderella monitor steps into the room with clipboard in hand.
Next we have John.
Oh, is it John or Juan? You mean Juan?
No, I actually have a John Simon Cooper. Oh, I was expecting a white guy with a name like that. Pásale, muchacho.
Monitor takes a seat behind the audition table, giving JSC's headshot and resume to Guillermo Memo III, 50s Judgy McJudgerson behind a pair of reading glasses. JSC enters whispering to himself.
American Asian representation. American Asian representation.
John Simon Cooper. 3 names.
Or JSC for short, because I am.
Right. So what do you have for us? Why don't you start with a monologue?
Totally. I have Bassanio's casket monologue from The Merchant of Venice.
Zoom in on JSC's face as monologue progresses and the world stands still.
What find I here? Fair Portia's counterfeit. What demigod hath come so near creation, move these eyes? Or whether riding on the balls of mine, seem they in motion? Here in her hairs the painter plays the spider and hath woven a golden mesh to entrap the hearts of men.
That's enough, that's enough. What's your song?
Okay, yeah, for sure. I have Rodgers and Hammerstein's You Are Beautiful from Flower Drum Song.
JSC nods to the pianist to begin. Zoom in effect happens while the song progresses as well.
While your flower boat sails away, you are the girl whose eyes met mine. Clearly you heard me say.
He's good.
Yes, but Christina's come in full Elphaba costume and her parents are paying for the pumpkin carriage. They want her Martha Washington parade partner, Juan, the county commissioner's son, to play the prince.
While JSC sings, the Broadway of it all comes alive, with lights, set, and costumes, complete with a girl on a flower boat sailing away in the background.
You are the girl I will love someday.
Thank you. That'll be all for today.
But I have the princess scenes ready. Do you want to see those?
No. I think we've seen enough.
Oh, okay.
JC begins to leave, but then turns back to the table.
Is there anything I can do for next time?
Por favor. Unless we're doing Miss Saigon or The King and I, this town won't ever have an Asian lead. So I don't think there will ever be a next time.
I'm Filipino. My people were taken over by the same people that took yours. This is South Texas. Isn't the town 98% Hispanic and the epitome of diversity? And didn't Paolo Montalban play the prince in Brandy Cinderella?
Yes. But did his parents offer to pay for the original quick change costumes from the Broadway revival? Sí o no? That's what I thought. Thank you. Next.
JSC walks away stunned as we see Guillermo throw JSC's headshot in the garbage can. Exterior theater parking lot. JSC waits under a streetlight as SEB's BMW pulls up and the passenger window rolls down.
How much?
Haha, very funny. That one never gets old.
Oh, I thought you'd like it.
JSC gets into the car.
Uh-oh. ¿Qué onda? What happened?
You know, you didn't really have to pick me up? I could have just walked back to my room. It's just on the other side of campus.
Well, you never know with the deer and the jabalina and the monte at night. Plus, I wanted an excuse to see you. You want to go to Pingüinos for a monganada? Corn in a cup. They always cheer you up. I brought a lactate.
Okay.
Those are the magic words. Exterior, Pingüinos late night. JSC and SEB eat hot Cheetos with nacho cheese sitting next to each other on top of the picnic tables.
I literally can't with Pingüinos being open till 10 on Fridays. This is exactly what I needed.
Wait, you know what I was thinking? You know the acting profession, actors auditioning, it's kind of like a form of prostitution, ¿entiendes?
Okay, I don't know if you're trying to make me feel better or worse, but honestly, you can kind of say that about a lot of professions, Bay.
Híjole, so you agree. We're all just prostitutes in one way or another. See, Papi, you're not alone.
Okay.
He reaches in for a cheesy kiss.
Did someone put LSD in your chamoy? And I see what you're doing. I'm over the stupid audition already. It's my last chance to take the LSAT next month for law schools anyway. I've got to focus on that.
Oh yeah, mira esto, I found this.
He pulls out his phone and scrolls to Boston Conservatory's MFA program homepage and shows JSC.
There's only one other musical theater MFA program in the US, but they only accept people every other year. Pues, they have auditions in San Antonio next month. You should go.
What? I can't even get into a friggin' local community theater production. How in the name of BD Wong am I supposed to do that?
You were saying you needed training, right? You will already have your bachelor's when you graduate this year, so maybe a graduate degree is what you need. Primero Boston Conservatory, entonces Broadway.
Okay, yeah, no. Maybe.
En serio? Papa, this is your ticket out of here.
JSC takes a moment. Jump cut to a snippet of him as Miss Saigon's engineer with money falling, raining down on stage. Music cue, The Warrior by Patti Smith. Cut to JSC jumping into SEB's arm, going into hug and kiss him. Be careful of the snacks. Interior, JSC's dorm room morning. JSC signs a cross, genuflects, and kisses his hand as a ritual before touching his treasured Lea Salonga poster on the wall as he leaves his dorm room.
Exterior, university campus later that day. Split screen of JSC speaking to Tamron Wallace, 20s, non-binary Black American, smart as fuck, on his cell phone through iPod earbuds walking through campus, while boys are playing beer pong at Tamron's frat house in the background.
I can't get a 172 on the LSAT without studying, like someone I know. You were always so good at standardized testing. Why couldn't I just live up to this one stereotype?
Sai, you were never good at living up to people's cultural expectations of you. Some things just never changed from boarding school.
Well, Filipinos are hard workers, so I live up to that hype. I just think I have way more to contribute to society than being a nurse or a physical therapist. Huss Tufts.
Tamron has turned around to throw a ping pong ball and scores. The boys in the background cheer. They force Tamron to take a shot. It's 11 a.m.
Well, I never thought I'd join a fraternity, but here I am. I guess we're both doing the unexpected.
Right? Oh my God, I can't with us. Okay, I just got to my car. Oh, lols. I think Seb forgot his gym bag in my back seat.
When JSC opens a backseat door and moves a bag, it spills open with marijuana and money.
T, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Interior, Taco Palenque, noon. Seb is sitting in a booth on his second taco as JSC comes charging in.
Why would you leave a bunch of weed in my car? It's 100 degrees outside on average, and my Taurus is never going to stop smelling like weed.
Cálmate, Tino. Tell me what you really feel.
They both look around Taco Palenque, and everyone is staring. JSC sits down and leans in.
First of all, I told you not to call me Chino, because that word implies I'm Chinese and that all Asians are like Chinese or something. I'm Filipino. You should know that by now. We've been dating for like 6 months. How many years is that in gay?
Jingles.
And second of all, how could you not tell me you were
JSC looks around and then whispers,
a drug dealer?
I thought you knew. I mean, how else do you think I could afford a BMW? My mom owns an import-export business in Laredo. This town is built on drug money.
I'm not from here originally. How am I supposed to know that's a thing? It's like the only place in America that you have to order McDonald's in Spanish.
I always thought you being an oblivious gringo was endearing.
Seb continues eating and starts on his second taco.
Okay. You're like way too calm about this. I can't be with someone so nonchalant about a felony.
Are you trying to break up with me at Taco Palenque?
That's it. I'm moving to New York. I'm getting on Broadway with or without a BOCO degree. I've got $1,800 saved up and I'm buying a one-way ticket.
Yo, be honest with yourself, mijito. How super chiflada do you have to be to think that you can bachata onto Broadway with barely any background?
I'll sell my car, my TV, Lululemon yoga mat, everything. I'm only bringing a backpack and a suitcase and I'm not coming back.
Well, how about your TV?
Do you have nothing else to say?
Seb puts down his taco.
We've been dating for a while, but I know you. But you're stubborn to a fault. I don't want to get in your way. Then you won't have anybody else to blame but yourself if you don't get what you want.
Interior dorm room evening. JSC lays in bed. He grabs his phone and contemplates downloading Grindr. He finally does. Then he hears a bloop of a Grindr notification. Superimpose a Grindr chat with Daniel Dominguez D'Angelo, 30s, Hispanic Italian, scruffy, male presenting, 5'9", and he is 1.45 miles away.
Hey.
JSC's profile reads, small, dark, and handsome, with his description as bossy Broadway bound bottom.
Hey.
Love me a bossy bottom.
Oh yeah? Heart emoji.
Especially one bound for Broadway. I'm a writer in NYC, but here for a high school friend's wedding this weekend.
LOL, that's hot. Ah, wait, really? You live in the big apple emoji? No way. Take me there. PLZ.
I'd actually love to. I can get you a job if you ever need one. I work in Times Square.
JSC pauses before typing more.
I actually may take you up on that. Do you always offer this up to strangers you chat with?
Only cute Asian ones.
JSC puts his phone down, picks up a pillow, and screams into it. End excerpt.
Yay! Rachel Tats. Yeah, who doesn't love a bossy bottom? And who doesn't
like I said, me.
Shout out. Great job, everybody. Cast, crew, come on out and join us while we say goodbye, like the Mickey Mouse Club. Disneyland just postponed their reopening. I just got that blast on my phone. Mike, you want to say anything? I want to say I'm super proud of all of you guys who have been so vulnerable, developing and telling your own stories, even when sometimes it was painful or embarrassing, and you just put yourself out there. And I think that's great. And I really, really 100% hope that you will continue working on these and bring them to volumes at the Playground Experiment, which is every 2 weeks. And every 3 months, you'll get a little email from the Playground Experiment that says, sign up for the next quarter doodle or something like that. And you actually have to fill it out. So remember to fill it out, okay? So that you can keep developing this work, because we want to know what happens next. We want to see what happens next. Keep us in the loop and continue writing, please. Mike, anything? Anything?
Give it up. Make some noise, everybody. Unmute yourself. Give these guys some love.
Yeah!
My official duty to announce all of you 5 wonderful people are officially writers. It is true. You have now joined the ranks of writers. Congratulations, guys. Great work tonight. Wonderful stuff. Give it up to all these amazing actors tonight as well. A little fun, as David just mentioned, Volumes is our flagship program. It is step 1 in our development process. Our next volume will be on July 13th for the following writers. It's Erin Mohan, Jasmine Spies, Kendra Augustine, who was one of our writers in Voices of America last week, Pete Casanave, Ryan Ramirez, another Texas person, and Steve Monasoon. But actors, hey, guess what? The casting link is officially live right now. So if you want to be considered for casting for that one, fill it out now. It lets us know that you're in the mix. You still might get a call from us if we need you, but if we'd like to know that you are available, feel free to fill that out. We are so happy that this is a part of the Playground Experiments programming, and we look to do a lot more of this type of programming. We haven't put out July, August, and September's like upcoming events yet, but we have some really fun stuff in the works. So maybe some stuff with some agents and some casting offices that we've been working with. So we're looking to do some fun stuff out there. That being said, make some noise because we are officially closed for Voices of America number 3.
Yeah.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Mike.
What's going on YouTube, Alex?
It's still a packed virtual house. Congratulations to all the writers. There's so much love. It would literally take me 4 days to read everybody's positive comments, but just know that everybody was rocking tonight. All you deserve sitcoms and Broadway time, and everybody deserves a contract. It was just amazing. And you know, your audiences out there really loved it. So please go back and watch it and look at all the love that was left for everybody.
And all you millionaires out there on YouTube who are watching this, just looking for some really exciting talent and stuff, please feel free to go to the PGE at Venmo and send us feel free to tip us any money that you'd like to donate so we can actually keep doing these amazing programming and pay our peoples when we do full readings and stuff, which we are doing this weekend. Hopefully everybody come sign up and watch David's show on Sunday, if not the other 3 brothers as well. And congratulations, everybody. Let's make some noise as we say goodnight, Gracie and
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Bye, YouTube.